Welcome back to Stellaris, where in the last episode really not that much happened. I mean, we finished up our Dyson Sphere and started on our next interesting project, a ring world, and we've reorganized a bunch of things, and things are working really well.
Complete.
But you know, there's no wars, no horror, no people dying, just a bunch of our people fleeing from the realm of the Ravager's Ascension, who apparently think, you know, we just want all other people out of there, other than our own, which we can respect. I mean, we have the same approach. We also don't sign any migration treaties, so I think it would be wrong for us to point the finger at them. What? That's not nice. So that's the current position that we're in. We're just waiting for things to happen and preparing our fleets for, well, pretty much any eventuality.
Construction complete.
So you need to get started with your bloody patrol, man. I mean, at least you're taking down piracy in this system, which is probably the most critical still, but well, actually it isn't. Oh, apparently there's only piracy here now, which is a bit weird. Not sure how that works. Apparently because it now all gets transferred directly through the gateway and all that, complete. So no piracy anymore. People are just, you know, there's no piracy anymore. Everything's just made. Every single trading transaction apparently now is made through the gateway system now. Well,
construction complete.
We do have some issues over there for some reason. Guess due to our allies down there. And here, though it might just be
construction
some historical
complete.
remnants that we have to root out. Alright, so let's get that going again. It's a peace festival, so why not? Keep our people happy and entertained. Alright. Running out of gas. I think we're also going to run out of red crystals very soon, so let's just increase that.
Construction complete.
There's some minor food issues every now and then, but that should be fixed pretty soon. Also may want to consider terraforming this from a desert to an arid world. It's not that much to ask, and it does have a little bit though.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Alright, side jump drive! Woo, finally we can research that. So apparently we're gonna be doing another update pass on all of our ships very soon, but it doesn't really matter that much because most of them are either stationed at a shipyard or basically next to the shipyard because we have gateways everywhere, so well, not gonna take much time, I think.
Construction complete.
And if we don't get the food issues sorted out, we can always just buy some. Well, none of these worlds is producing food. That might also be part of the issue. Plus those refugees that keep getting in. But our ring world is gonna solve that issue very soon. So I'm kind of okay with just having stopgap solutions because we are going to be having a massive solution for all of our food problems in the not too distant future when that ring world becomes more operational.
Ships have been improved.
So I'm not too worried about that.
Construction complete.
You're really a rural world. No, you're not a rural world. Right now you're non-industrial mining focused. You're also not rural, you're also mining.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Yay!
Construction complete.
All right.
Construction complete.
Alright, where to go from here? Yeah, already lined out last episode that we have no reason to attack these guys, and we have even less reason to attack most of the rest. And these guys, we may have a reason to attack them, but they're very far away, and
Construction
our access
complete.
there is a little bit so-so. I mean, it's better now that we have a gateway here, so we would just need to travel there, and then we could attack these guys. So, if I'm feeling like I'm really bored, I could always change that. But other than being the successor state of someone that annoyed us, we also don't have a particularly great reason to hate them for anything, so kinda hard to say. So the main reason we would attack them is to just subjugate them so they can become more civilized and all that. How many more refugees do you have? Wrong one? So we still have 8 of our people. Alright. Guess I'm just gonna buy food off the market right now. Just as a short-term solution. Can't afford it. Also, we could also start... And then also we could probably start selling some of those consumer goods that we have, because we have a lot. We need way more people here. Anyone got people to spare? Seems like you probably have people to spare.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Also could encourage people coming here. Is there migration? There's a little bit of migration happening.
Construction complete.
So I guess we're also going to distribute luxury goods to help with that. Interestingly, the Xeno Reform Group, which is headed by our arch-prophet himself, is pretty happy currently because we have a multicultural society, we don't purge people, we also don't enslave people. We don't welcome refugees, but aside from that, we're kind of nice to people. I mean, we're not letting them come in unchecked, but at least we don't wipe people out, you know. which I guess puts us on the being nice side of the spectrum. Well, let's sell some more of those. And in turn buy some more of that. Oh, our influence is capping. I guess we're gonna... Well, I could have also just chosen farming subsidies. At that point we'll probably have enough. Trust growth, trade attractiveness. Why not?
Construction complete.
Yeah, suddenly we have a food surplus. No surprise there. Alright. And dial that back a little.
Construction complete.
Okay, let's talk about building more ships, because we still have a little bit more capacity for ships. I probably don't need more influence at the moment. But I like these campaigns. Although, really, nah, too late. We don't really need the capacity overload right now. Well, too late. Why haven't you fully upgraded, guys? Alright, so let's add some more ships to this group. We didn't build the bloody Colossus. I know that I know there was something that I had in my back of my that I had in the back of my head that I didn't get to build yet. Let's build one of these badasses. Just in case we need to you know, divinely pacify someone.
Our ships have been improved.
Mm-hmm. Alright, we've already moved past the jump drives, so I guess I could also go back to the ship designer and make some changes, because we have side jump drives now. Now this is currently being built. Well, same with the battleships that we're currently building, so I guess I need to wait until that is done. And our terraforming initiatives have borne fruit, so people should be way more happy of living here now. Zigmok, that are living somewhere, are not very happy with us terraforming everything to
The
desert
spirits
planets.
have granted us new wisdom.
So maybe we just want to create a new template that's happy living on desert worlds, because they might be living on some of those worlds over here. Just a thought. So let's actually do that. We just want to change the preference to arid. From continental to arid. Seems reasonable, right? Create. And then apply that to everyone. Because we're taking away their continental habitat, especially Antiochia, I believe, was a continental world previously.
Situation log
so
updated.
They're not very happy with the new climate change and should be
The
helped along the process.
Us new wisdom.
Hello. Increased influence, shield strength, weapon strength. Well, cool.
Species tampered with. May the spirits forgive us.
You produce
The
quite a bit of
spirits have
food,
granted
but
us new wisdom.
you have not a single food food processing facility. Let's definitely change that. Even though someone is losing its job over this, but
Construction complete.
seems a bit weird to me. Just replace it with cities, alright? Alright, we dealt with the pirates there. There's some piracy going on over here, though. We're just gonna have them patrol that in the near future.
Construction complete.
Has reached its maximum level already, but could still be better.
Construction complete.
Though this route is don't need many more patrols soon anyway, because we are in the process of building another gate in here in this system. So at that point, this trade route would also not exist anymore. So there's that. But for the time being, there's still some mild piracy issues going on there, so we should address it. Alright, so endgame. What you're looking at? Getting ready. And even if we look at the Holy Guardians over there, the game thinks they're inferior now. Fleet power is equivalent. I'd say they probably still have an advantage on us in terms of fleet power. But the economic power is way inferior. Just have a slight research boost. Oh, buddies became more xenophobic. Also, apparently I had a typo here and called them the Ranuri. New expanse. May the spirits forgive me for that mistake. Now that our scanners have increased, we can take a quick look at why these guys were so dangerous for a long time. Because they have pretty insane fleets. Like that one has a combat power of 140k, which is quite a bit. They have another one here. Up until recently, this would have been a massive issue, but we have grown to the position where, thankfully, we have fleets that are similar in strength, and we have a lot more ships than they do. So, if we really wanted it to, we could try and defeat them now that they're still dormant. But we don't really have decent access to any of those people. Well, the Lurite Unity apparently is also developing Colossus-type ships, which is their right to do. I mean, we're also in the process of building one, so for now they're just developing specifications, haven't built anything yet. And fleet-wise, I'm not too worried about them either, now that we see more because of our more advanced scanning array, which is still not fully functional, but it's getting there. And we can already see quite a bit, so gives us the intel that we need, basically. But these guys are kind of out of reach, because one of our access points is here, but we can't get through there. They haven't built anything. There's a wormhole that leads somewhere. But we also don't know where to exactly. Our buddies here still haven't dealt with the pirates for whatever reason. We're not gonna help them. They have enough ships, they just need to move their ships there. It's not that difficult. Wow.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
So we have closed the borders, let's correct that. You can totally visit our systems whenever you like, guys. Alright, I see.
Construction
Except for the
complete.
Colossus, I can make adjustments to the ship designs now. So let's do that. But the only major thing we want to do is add jump drives. Right, jump drives please. Here. And to you as well. Alright, everyone. Get to your nearest outpost.
Incoming
and
transmission.
Incoming transmission. Okay. Migration treaty. Sorry, but we don't do migration treaties.
Our ships have been improved. The spirits have granted us new wisdom. Our ships have been improved.
Alright.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom. Our ships have been improved.
Okay, how are our projects going? That has just recently started. The ring world. Well, the ring world frame is getting to a close. Let's take a closer look at it again. As we can see, planets are still there, but in the process of being used for material for that. So now we're just setting down a frame where we were gonna put our ring world slices on later. So it's gonna get more impressive at some point. Alright. I was also wondering something. We have about 1,000 population. I would be interested to see how we compare to others. They have 700, 800. Well, they have almost the same. 800. Well, they only have 200, obviously. Well, they don't exist. They also close to not existing, and Tumbator also only has about a similar amount of population. Good. Even though we are area-wise, we're not that impressive compared to the rest. We got the tech, and we also got population. And we can also probably colonize this world, you know? So let us do that. We could build another Titan, but I would rather make that the flagship of a new fleet, other than trying to add it somewhere, because it would slow down Classes 1, and Classes 1 is not supposed to go into the thickest of combat. They're just there to quickly take over pockets of
The spirits have
not much
granted
resistance.
us new wisdom.
If you want to really smoke someone out, then we set up battleship groups.
Our ships have been improved.
Whale, level 10, Governor. Well, with the old age that we can reach at this point, it's no surprise that some of our people are getting close to level 10 at this point. But level 10 is the hard limit. But, yes, pretty neat bonuses. Governing the core, if we go to one of the worlds there. Breaking news, Ringworld frame completed. The skeletal frame of the Ringworld we're building in the Ozello system has finally been completed, although there's still much left to do. The mere completion of the metal skeleton, which has a circumference of nearly 1 billion kilometers, must be considered an incredible feat of engineering. We're now ready to start work on creating the actual habitats. Alright, let's get a section done. Let's actually build more farms here. If we need more housing, we can replace the mining districts. Alright, a restructuring of our newly acquired newly reacquired worlds has actually nearly finished, so we can focus on new Ringworld very soon. Also, we get a new planet here on Paya 4. Technically, with the Ringworld here, and the Ringworld is in even better position to manage the sector here, we could actually also move the sector to the Ringworld, because right now the technical capital of the entire sector is a small habitat here, which has some people living there, sure, but it's not quite as impressive as other things are otherwise. So I'd want to move it to the Ringworld, you know, to further signify how far we've come. Alright, level 8.
Construction complete.
Okay, I think you got room for 2 more battleships. Same with these guys. Also got room for more battleships.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Alright, I'm afraid since you're very isolated, the growth will not be very impressive here, but I'm going to provide some food, I guess. Also, we can start working on those blockers. Well, I guess we're gonna go for production targets because our influence is maxed out again. Which, you know, hashtag first world problems, but we should spend it on something, right? As much as we should spend the energy on something,
our
but...
faith to a new world.
Alright.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Right. So, protectors, if you wait for very much longer, I might just, you know, try and take you out, which I'm not sure how happy you would be about that, but something that has the possibility to happen. I think we can access them through a very exotic route. Let's actually try it out, because I think that wormhole connects to one of those wormholes here, and then we could access them from the north. So let's send that ship over here and then explore that wormhole. Exactly what technology is housed in the ring that encircles the Sentry area is a closely guarded secret. The results, however, are undeniable. We now have virtually perfect knowledge of all fleet movements in the galaxy. Well secluded. I see all. Alright, Sentry area is ready. Now we see everything, even if we didn't have anything in range and all that, so... We're gonna see everything. Even you! And if I have the chance to wipe out the protectors without too many losses, I probably would try that.
Construction complete.
Because when they awaken, they're much more annoying to deal with. So, well, let's talk about endgame stuff, since we're in the endgame year now and there's really not that much to talk about right now. But basically, as soon as the endgame starts, two major things can happen. First, one of the fallen empires, which in this game you only have one, due to the settings which chose at the beginning of the game, can decide to awaken, take a look around and see, instead of nothing being developed by anyone, when last time we looked around, all of a sudden all these young people here are trying to grab power. We should probably do something about that. And decide to try and exert dominance over the rest of us through their much superior technology still compared to us. They do have superior technology. They also have very special ships that we couldn't even build even if we tried. Like their escort ships are technically cruisers, but way closer to battleships in power. No, I think the escorts are actually destroyers, closer to cruisers in power, and the battle cruisers are technically cruisers, but are way closer to battleships, probably even Titans in terms of firepower. So, they're very difficult to deal with, and we don't have a single fleet being able to deal with that fleet. However, if we combine all of our fleets, we do have a reasonable chance. And right now they're still inactive, which means they are not building anything new. If I destroy some of their ships in a war while they're still inactive, they would eventually replace them, but it's gonna happen very slowly. So while they're still inactive is a pretty decent chance to take them out. Other than that, I could just wait and then react once they've awakened. It's a bit more of a challenge, and it gives me much more of a reason to just deal with them, other than, you know, I know you might awaken eventually, so we're just gonna take you out as a precaution. So there's also this narrative element in there. And then another thing that can happen is called Endgame Crisis, where basically something pretty major happens that someone in the universe should probably deal with, and with someone I mean, well, probably us, because the rest is not in any capacity to really deal with that. What kind of crisis happens depends on what we do, what kind of dangerous technologies have been researched, like because we researched jump drives after someone else had already done that, and that there's a higher chance for one specific crisis occurring. But when they start, the same way as with the Fallen Empire's Awakening is totally random. It could happen right away from the endgame start here. I think there's a late cutoff when it needs to happen, even if it hasn't happened up until that point yet. So, also sometimes if the Fallen Empires haven't awoken yet, they might rush in to help defend the galaxy. So a lot of different interesting things can happen there, which kind of gives me a reason to keep these guys alive instead of trying to wipe them out right now. So that wormhole goes over there, okay? Well, that would technically give us this angle of attack. And technically, I say, you know? It's kind of... it's a long shot. Well, you can return now. Following long periods of global support, they've become more militaristic. Well, whatever you want. Whatever floats your boat, man. As long as you don't try and create problems with us, we're totally fine with that. But our subjects are totally fine with us. These kind of endgame things that can happen is also a major part of the reason why I still have an Ascension perk available. Depending on what's more threatening, I could choose to either become Defender of the Galaxy, which gives us bonus damage to Endgame Crisis factions, making us more capable of dealing with it. Also, everybody likes us because we're defending the galaxy and all that. And the other one is Galactic Contender, which gives us additional damage to Fallen or Awakened Empires. So if I felt like these guys would become an issue, I might still choose that, but for now it seems more like I'm probably preparing to deal with them, then when it happens I'm probably over-prepared at that point and just gonna wipe them out without even choosing the perk and then choose something totally irrelevant that I could have chosen ages ago. Seems like that's what's actually going to happen, even though that's not what I'm planning to happen, but you know, plans... sometimes they don't work out.
Construction complete.
Right. So, assuming we put all of our ships together, we would be looking at like, well, about 200k, if you really bring everyone into it. We could also choose to get some short-term buffs for the war against the Awakened or maybe just not Awakened Empire by spending a lot of our special resources to increase our sublight speed, shield hit points, weapon damage, explosive weapon damage, armor, and all that.
A new world.
So, technically there's room for more of that. Also, we do get a bonus fighting on our home turf, so our actual power is probably a bit lower than 200k, but 200k already puts us in a pretty decent position, so that I might just go out there and deal with these guys before they become a problem. Though I would really like to see how they behave, because last game that I've sometimes alluded to, around this time, there were two fallen empires in that game. And around this time, they decided to both awaken and then basically start a war amongst each other and try to drag all of our younger people into it to have basically ask them, choose one side. You want to support us or you want to support them, you know? And then my people said, you know what? I'd rather take a third option, and you know, we're gonna forge an alliance between between the younger empires and just try and stay out of it. But obviously, the Awakened Empires didn't like that either, so they declared war on each other and also on us. So we had to fight both of them simultaneously. And also some of my possessions were right smack in the middle of them. So that was kind of a mess, but we managed to pull through with some creative fleet positioning, blocking off points, and tactics. This time I feel like I'm way better prepared to deal with whatever these guys are trying, and also there's only one of them this time, so that also definitely helps. But that was really a bit of a mess. And then, while that war was still going on, the special war in heaven, the Endgame Crisis started, and I was thinking, like, you know, can't we just set our differences aside, you know? We can still sort out who gets to rule the galaxy later when we've dealt with that existential level threat, but
the spirits have granted us new wisdom.
I actually had to keep them at bay, then take out the existential level threats, and then we could finish that War in Heaven type stuff, so it was crazy. Let's try not have that happen here, which is part of why I might want to attack them earlier, just you know, that I don't have to deal with them and the crisis. Rather focus on one of those.
Construction complete.
Okay. Not sure why that one guy is still unemployed. There's some restrictions in place that he can't choose every job, but I would think that he should be able to find a specialist job that's available, right? Well, apparently not. All specialist jobs are assigned and nobody wants to do, you know, the menial task of farming, technicians, clerks. Who needs clerks, really? Alright. Let's flood the markets with consumer goods. The market doesn't like that. But we have way too many of those, so we should build even more research complexes. Okay. Commonwealth has started integrating, integrating some people that I don't even know where they actually are. So, well, let them do that. We do need to continue building up our research capacities though, because we have a lot of consumer goods that would just throw onto the market because we don't have anything better with them to do. So maybe we should do something about that. Example. More of that, please. A bit more mining districts. Possibly we're also gonna build research labs here, unless there's something crucial that you want to do. No? Oh, research labs it is. And procedure here. Stop building research labs.
Construction complete.
We already started down a different path, so I guess we're just gonna continue alloy foundries then.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
I don't really want to remove farms, but we do need more housing space.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Yeah, these worlds are getting to a point where they're so highly developed, there's really not much for them to do. Yeah, we need more gas.
The spirits have granted us
I want to know how much
new
energy we
wisdom.
pay each month just to buy gas. It's probably somewhat ridiculous. One gas for 11, for 13. Sorry, that's quite a bit.
The non-believers are fighting amongst themselves.
Well, the Lurat Unity wants to continue wiping out the Carnage, so let's have them do that. I don't care. Might make things easier for us because we probably have easier time getting through Unity area than through Carnage area, so I wouldn't particularly mind it. crystals. Food processing, more
Construction
agriculture,
complete.
please.
Construction complete.
There's another mega project that we can build, because with this one done, we need something to spend all of our resources on, which sounds ludicrous, but that's the way it is. Can we build another Dyson Sphere because we restored that one? That would be ludicrous, man. I love it. I love the general idea, because originally I planned to build the Dyson Sphere here in the Occult system, because there's not that much that we get out of here. A little bit of energy and some societal research. But seriously, can we build another Dyson Sphere in here? Normally you're only allowed to have one. But let's go here and see if that works out. I think we shouldn't be able to. Not sure why it offers me the possibility to do so. But I like crazy stuff. Also gives me the option to build these, which also we shouldn't be able to. Yeah. I very much doubt that is gonna work. But we can build more ring worlds, even though we haven't finished building our first one. And conversely, there's also not that much happening here in Volmauer, so I think we can also consider building a ring world here in that system. There's nothing here we can terraform. There's pretty much nothing of interest here.
Construction complete.
Really? So we're probably gonna build that. Unless... here it's correctly, because due to existing orbital station. I mean that orbital station. I'm gonna destroy that for a second. No, that's due to existing orbital station. Is it orbital station? Let's also destroy that. I think it's not due to any orbiting station here. I think it's actually due to we already having built one Dyson Sphere and you can only have one. So I'm pretty sure that's the reason.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
We actually can build another Dyson Sphere. That's hilarious. Really, that's bloody hilarious. Alright, sure. Why not? Let's put another one of those.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
We can't build another Ringworld site right now, though, because we can only upgrade two at the same time. But the thought of having two Dyson Spheres is just so ludicrous that I actually want to see how that I actually want to see it.
Construction complete.
Okay, I guess you can also go over here.
Construction complete. The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Alright, I think we can increase that group a little bit further. Do these.
Construction complete.
It's really building a build site. Holy F.
Construction complete. The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Alright. So, Endgame Crisis, do you wanna happen or not? I mean, I pushed the endgame back a little bit, but we should be there at this point. I'm just gonna wipe those buggers out. I don't know. Whoops. No, not... Damn, where's the shroud? What? Other? There. There's a presence here. We've met spirits before, okay? Let's attempt to communicate. As we reach out for the present, we can feel it stirring its attention outwardly in us. It doesn't seem to appreciate being disturbed. An enormous psychic wave of psionic energy crashes against us, blocking out the sense of our telepaths. When they come to, they notice one of their numbers missing. Quintia Lavinius is nowhere to be found. Oh no! And where she was standing, there's now only a psychic trace of a small rift, as though the entity reached out into our world and dragged her into the shroud for, well, who knows what reason or purpose, really. No matter the reasons for taking her, it seems doubtful if we ever see Quinta Lavinius again. Oh no, who is Quinta Lavinius? I don't know. Oh, we lost someone. Society researcher. Well, that's a shame. Well, these guys claim to be available, but I'm pretty sure they're actually not available. So we're gonna take one of our other guys or ladies. It's this, and we still have a spare guy from way back when we lost our science researcher, our physics researcher, I think. Well, trying to interact with the shroud is not without dangers, certainly. $106K. Nice. Almost getting to one of their groups. So you know what, guys? Let's take these guys over. We'll wipe them out. Probably need to adjust our war philosophy again, but I'll be totally up for that. Can we actually ask them to submit to us? Now that would be really hilarious if we ask them, you know, don't you want to work for us as our underlings? And you say, what, mate? We're considering going back out and subjugating you. You want to subjugate us? Yeah, actually, that's like an interesting idea. Well, let's try that. I don't think it's gonna work, but we'll go and do some liberation wars at least. That way, what kind of diplomatic options do we have with them? Actually, we cannot do anything. We can just declare war, which would probably be a liberation war because they have slightly different, but I'm saying only slightly different aspects. Well, I'll get back to you. For now, I want everyone to move over there. To Lothon. Gonna take some time. And we have completed a section of the ring world. Cool. Let's start colonizing that. And build the next one.
Construction complete. The spirits have granted us new wisdom. Incoming transmission.
We don't want migration treaty, sorry mate. Should also probably send this guy alongside. You never know, maybe we want to pacify them. Alright, I guess I figured out that I want to be Defender of the Galaxy, and in order to protect the rest of the galaxy from them, we're also gonna take out these guys now. The rest should like us more. Well, Carnot kind of doesn't still, but well, it's their purview, and the the Tumbato hegemony, they're a bunch of idiots anyway.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Alright guys, we're getting there. Okay, let's also get all the short-term buffs. We don't need the sensors really. Sword classes 5, we're kind of waiting on you. You're gonna get the other leader though. The guy commanding 3. And you don't have a leader, so we're gonna hire a new person for that. Evasion seems like just the right thing for you too. So, I'll hire that. Alright, with all the buffs, I think we actually have a pretty decent chance. So let's get in position.
Construction complete.
And then we're gonna declare bloody war on these guys. If they want to sleep, they can continue sleeping. We don't have a valid war goal. That's fun. That's... We need to declare rivalry, then we can at least make animosity. That's not what I want. Not at all. Let me try something. Do we have anyone that we can embrace? That would make us more pacifist. Those are the only ones that are not also spiritual that we can embrace. Before I do some major thing like that, let's actually save real quick. So the plan is to embrace them, because then we get us different policies, ethics. Oh, a fanatic pacifist now. Must use defense. Oh, that's not helpful. That's not helpful at all. Well, that's a shame. Because we can't declare liberation wars on them, because either it's disabled for fallen empires, or it's because they basically have the same ethics in place as we do, which is fanatic spiritualist. So we can't ask them to submit, which apparently seems to be completely impossible. Also cannot make claims. Before we do that, we would need to change our policies to unrestricted wars, but We still have a pacifist ethic, so we also can't do that. So we would need to get rid of that, but we really cannot change our ethics that much because we don't have any major enough group to support that. So I guess we could make them our rival in the clan animosity war. That wouldn't force us to submit them, would just destroy their fleet and all that. Which I'm not sure if that gets us anything actually. Because animosity is just irrelevant. We can't make any claims, so we would actually need to wait to attack us first. Sorry I've tried, but just making an animosity war against them just doesn't really get us anything. So, apologies. Not gonna do that apparently. Also can't make claims against these guys, so I also can't just say, oh, you know what? Now that we don't want to fight them, we can deal with that. It's kind of the issue of playing a pacifist regime, I guess. Sorry, that's all return. That was a whole bunch of hot air. Yeah, such a shame. Well, we apparently need to wait for them to start doing stuff. And we have no way of provoking a reaction from them because there's no planets that we could take that would make them angry towards us, and just so far away. So, and apparently they don't have trouble with people living next door to them anyway. So, yeah, it's kind of a bummer.
We are spreading our faith to a new world.
But we are colonizing our first ringworld now.
Wisdom.
First ringworld segment, I should say. Basically, ringworlds are a little bit like habitats that we've been having one for quite some time. Only they're way more efficient because every single segment provides jobs for like 40 people at least, or 20 researchers, you know, because researchers, well, it's 20, also 20, I guess. So it always provides work for 20 people.
Construction complete.
And but they can be very good at doing certain things. Like an agriculture segment would alleviate all food issues that we have, because we're still buying some. So we're probably going to make the first ringworld segment dedicated on food production. And then we're going to make another one that's focused on science, and then there's one that's focused on commercial. So we have basically all the options that we really need. And all the options that we could ever need. And we're about to run into storage problems with alloys, which I don't like very much at all. But it's the way it is, apparently. Not that many more ships we could build. I mean, I could make our first group a little bit fatter than it is currently, but that just means that they have a hell of a lot more losses when we send them into actual combat. So, not too much looking forward to that either. So what we would need to do in order to get a more, let's say, aggressive options, we would need to get out of our pacifist. Because we still have pacifist, which kind of doesn't allow us to use unrestricted wars, so we would need to promote something that's opposite of pacifist.
Construction complete.
Which would be the Whetstone Initiative, because it's the imperialist function. It's the imperialist faction. Or we could just maybe try and embrace that. That has at least some chance of working before the game is over. So I'm guessing I'm gonna promote something, either that or the totalitarian faction. Totalitarianism might also just work, but they're at less support, and we have a leader here, which also apparently people liked. So guess we're gonna try and promote that faction. So we're gonna promote it, which is gonna increase the ethics attraction for that. It also costs us a little bit of influence.
Us new wisdom. And
then when it has reached 20%, we would have a chance to embrace it, make ourselves more xenophile, and then hopefully not pacifistic anymore, and maybe we'll be able to do more offensive stuff then, because right now we're a little bit limited in ways we have to deal with the Fallen Empire. Harnessing the power of stars has been a dream of Pandorian engineers throughout history, until some years ago when we reactivated one already. From crude combustion to the pale imitation of our solar fusion. And now we stand ready to realize this dream. In the Okul system sits the scaffold upon which we will build the Dyson Sphere, encompassing Okul and monopolizing the cataclysmic power of the star. Huh? We need way more exotic gas. Especially with our new ring world, which I believe also needs exotic gas for food. No, actually not. Exotic gas is for research segments. Alright, close enough.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom. Construction complete.
Alright, Endgame Crisis, any day please. Want something to do.
Construction complete.
I guess we could technically do liberation wars against these guys and then liberate parts of it, make it a new empire and stuff. So there's the possibility to do that at least, right? We can offer protectorate status and make them just our subject. Well, that also technically works, I think. You know what? Since we don't have anything other to do, since we don't have other things to do at the moment, I think it's a good plan as any, really. So let's actually politely offer them to become our protectorate, because I see they have issues. So let's do that. Lost your mind area? No, just gonna offer your protection. You don't want protection? Okay. You don't want protection, then, well, you wanna get something else.
The crusade of the righteous begins.
Alright, so you guys are powerful enough to deal with that base. Okay. Good for you. Let's wait until... Alright. Why? Thank you. You can take that and that. That thing is here for whatever reason. Don't know. Where's the main fleet located? It's currently here. Not sure where it's planning to go. But we could either start engaging from this angle. I think we could also do both, obviously, you know? So let's have these guys go over here. Through the gateway there. And the other fleet is gonna start engaging from here. You know, we also need to protect our dear Dyson sphere, obviously. So, gonna do that. Starting here and then moving on to the neighboring systems. Also this little system here that we need to take. And then we still have classes 1, which might make a breakthrough here. Not taking worlds there. Alright. Now I just need to figure out where I want my transport fleet to go. Looks like there's a lot of planets here, so they would be in a decent spot if they were just going there. Also, obviously, we have our Colossus. Did I build the wrong one? No, I did not. Okay.
Heretic station engaged. Heretic station engaged. Heretic station engaged.
So, fleet, where are you planning to go?
Heretic fleet engaged.
South, that's good. We can meet these guys. Of course. It began as a subtle shift in crew up behavior, scattered reports of their ships, once rarely seen outside their own space, now being spotted in remote systems all across the galaxy. Highly advanced scouting vessels visiting ancient ruined worlds, refusing all hails and fleeing when attacked. The purpose and mission unknown. Until now. We now know that the crew up are preparing, recovering the databanks of survey beacons and automated scouting posts left behind when they retreated to their present borders, gathering information for their return to the galactic stage. In crew up space, fleets are gathering, armies are being mustered in ancient factories, raw to life. For the first time in an age, the crew up zealots are now looking outwards beyond their borders and towards the galaxy at large. As the decaying shipyards are repaired and refitted and the dormant systems of Titan foundries come online, the rest of the galaxy is left with only one question. Who will this once sleeping giant target first in their quest to reclaim age-old glory lost? Rapid fools. Well, now they can use subjugation on us, which is a bit hilarious. But of course, the moment I start declaring a war against someone else, they decide to awake. Typical. In case you were wondering why I was just waiting around, waiting for things to happen, it's to avoid things like that. Hilarious.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Fleet somewhere? Oh, well. You can take that system if you really like it.
Spaceport.
There is a fleet coming.
Construction complete.
That's kind of a bit bothersome to go here, but we'll take everything in our path. Alright, you can follow these guys.
The faithful have claimed a new world. One of our stations is beset by enemies.
Yeah, I'd like some food here, please. Alright. How are things going? Well, you took that. Good job.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Well, they failed the first times to take that station. You're so pathetic, man. So pathetic. All right. We can start taking that system now. The good thing about jump drives is that it makes your transport fleet a lot more mobile, because you can basically station them behind the current battle line, then just jump into the system, take the planet, and then by the time they're done, the jump drive is already recharged, so they would be ready to just jump into another system and take that back. So they really benefit a lot from jump drives, in my opinion.
May the spirits protect them.
So you guys are prepared? Alright.
Our champions have secured a heathen planet. Construction complete.
So for instance, they've just taken that planet here. Now we would be in a position to take that planet over there by just jumping over and then taking that. So where'd the fleet go? Oh, fleet is still not sure what they actually want to try and engage. So we don't get any further because of an inhibitor somewhere, so we're just gonna stay put. We could technically use them to jump, but it would slow them down for quite some time, and I'd rather just wait for the transports who are already on their way to disable the inhibitor on the planet. Apparently they've lashed out against the Lyrite Unity, which are not in the same war as we are, so not sure why the Lyrite Unity started war in the first place, but apparently they saw an opening now that they're busy with us, but seems like they're not even able to handle that.
Our champions are making planetfall. May the spirits protect them.
Alright then. Taking so long at the planet.
Our champions have secured a heathen planet.
Thank you very much.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Take that. I'll move on.
Our champions are making planetfall. May the spirits protect them.
There's an infinity machine here. Interesting.
Our champions have secured a heathen planet.
The next one, please. Got a freaking inhibitor here again. Gosh, dang it.
Our champions are making planetfall. May the spirits protect them. Our champions have secured a heathen planet.
And we need it here right now. Let's take out the inhibitor first. Quite a few, they got quite some armies there. Might actually lose some people that on that planet. And the fleet is moving to meet that one. It's fine by me. It's classes 4. They have the Dragon Slayer. Dragon Slayer got no problem slaying you, mate.
Our champions are making
Absolutely
planetfall.
no problem
May
at
the
all.
spirits protect them.
Just need to watch out what they're doing now, because if they want to move in to meet us, then we'll totally let them. Okay, Shroud, what you got? There's another presence. The Instrument of Desire. No, no, thank you. We're not about to form
The
any
spirits
covenants
have granted
with
us new wisdom.
Shroud entities. Well, there's a battle about to happen. One part of my fleet against their fleet.
Our champions have secured a heathen planet.
Well, we didn't take losses. Let's call it as it is. That was a pathetic display of a fleet. Let's now move here first, and then we'll continue the roads. The Ruined Sentry Array. Well, the Ruined Sentry Array here in Zathama. The Samba system at some point in galactic history evidently supported a vast orbital infrastructure of unusual proportions that has since been systematically demolished. There are large concentrations of debris in geostationary orbits around most planetary bodies in the system, including several massive space station hulks. The largest of these hulks is a colossal Sentry Array. Initial scans suggest that when it was operational, this area is powerful enough to provide real-time sensor coverage over the entire galaxy. Well, we already got one of those, thank you. Don't need another one. Alright. That here. Also, you need to continue taking over the stuff.
Our champions are making planetfall. May the spirits protect them. Our champions
damn,
have
alloys are
secured
full.
a heathen planet.
Damn, I don't like that. It's alloys, man. You're running out of living space too, so... not too fond of seeing that either. Guess we could build some... can we not build those? Really not. Well, seems like we need to replace the trade district with habitation districts. And just provide more jobs with commercial zones. So does anyone need replacements? Do we lose someone? We didn't lose anyone. Well, guys, consider me impressed and all. Megastructure's not entirely done. Could try and build another gate somewhere, but I really don't know where I would build another gate. Maybe here. Seems like a decent enough point. Even though we literally have a gate two systems over, but that never stopped us in the past, so let's build another gate, I guess. Dragon Sword, Dragon's Brood. As a mining station orbiting Dragon Sword was repositioning to align with a particularly rich mineral vein, sensors picked up something that had hitherto gone unnoticed. An undamaged ether drake egg in pristine condition buried beneath the surface of the planetoid and surrounded by the smashed shells of several less fortunate specimens. The egg has been excavated and removed from the mining site, but its ultimate fate remains undecided. Well, I don't know. Young Ether Drake would make a formidable ally if someone could train that, you know? So we're not trying to do that during the war we're currently having, but if that was over, you know, who knows?
Our champions are making planetfall. May the spirits protect them.
Alright, let's go here, and take all of that, here, take all of that, take all of that. Go here.
Our champions have secured a heathen planet.
Alright, you fully occupied that. We're only partially occupying this one, so let's go over here. Start taking that.
Our champions have secured a heathen planet.
The Commonwealth has taken over the challenge of building a science nexus. A research institute so technically advanced that it could revolutionize the scientific process completely. Alright. Well, testament to the ingenuity of intelligent life. Great forerunners. Well, we have ours running for quite some time at this point, so it's only fair that others get their own as well, so I don't see why I'd want to burn them for that or something. They got the same right as us to live and build research facilities. Right.
Our champions are making planetfall. May the spirits protect them.
Do we have a science ship somewhere? Because there's some weird things happening here. Not sure if we can do anything with that infinity machine. But there's also an enigmatic fortress here. Apparently these guys haven't been able to deal with that because they're too stupid, but we aren't. Alright, you're fully controlling that now. Good job. Moving on here. There's a planet here as well. Overstoring alloys again, sorry. It's painful to watch, so I'm not looking at it.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Thought they would try and pick up. They would try and put up more of a fight, but evidently they're really not able to do that. I guess we don't really need that Colossus anywhere here. Before you go all the way around there, let's just engage that hyperdrive. I mean that jump drive.
Our champions are making planetfall. May the spirits protect them.
Alright, good job. Anything that we left out here? Plus something.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
So, how much far away are we still from, these guys? Now we're equivalent. Interesting. They bolstered up their fleet.
Our
A lot of technology
champions
levels
are making
equivalent
planetfall.
now,
May the spirits
which
protect
is
them.
good. But as you can see, they've started building more fleets of the same strength that we saw that we've seen in the past. So that was part of the reason why I wanted to try and destroy them before it came to them reawakening, because now they're a bit more of a problem with like double the fleets. We haven't doubled our fleet since then. Not really. Okay, we control that. There was another planet up here though. Right over there. Here. Jeez, there's a lot of bloody habitats here. I love how the AI just loves building habitats.
Our champions are making planetfall. May the spirits protect them. The spirits have granted us new wisdom. Our champions have secured a heathen planet.
But they have no armies here whatsoever. Right?
Our champions are making planetfall. May the spirits protect them.
Ah, capacity overload again, damn it. Eh. Okay, I guess you're just gonna fly around. I guess in this case we can also just initiate a jump over here. Following a recent sensor sweep of the Marcus system, Admiral Publius has learned to deploy his units to maximize their sensor range. Few commanders possess the skill to carry out such complex maneuvers. Oh.
The non-believers are fighting amongst themselves.
Well, apparently the Awakened Empire has declared war on our ally, the Commonwealth, over here. So we're now officially at war with the Zealots. Yay. We should consider moving some of our more capable fleets back, you know? First, just into engagement range. Go here, even though it's occupied by the Lurite unity. It's a bit of a shame. For the time being, let's just see how things are developing. They do have a gateway here that we could use for access. So let's go back to the gateway. Let's also increase the fleet size a little bit, maybe. Because we do have higher capacity for ships in the fleet now. So let's put a couple more of these. A couple more of these. Throw more cruisers in. And then, as soon as they've made the jump, do that. Well, they're pretty much at war with everyone except these guys, so that's basically half the universe against the Awakened Empire. Let's see how the Awakened Empire does for itself. So, you probably want to return somewhere safer. So let's go here. You, however, gonna go into position here. My other main fleet is here, so I might just pull that back as soon as they've finished taking the last two systems there. Classes 1 can continue taking over the systems up here. There's no major fleet remaining and stuff. Oh God, we're still not done with the system. Not by a long shot. God, it's... Sadly, you can't queue up invasions because the fleet disappears and then a new one appears seconds later. So I sadly can't just queue up this whole thing. As the Classes 1 approaches the gargantuan black hole, they find that they're not alone. At the edge of the event horizon, it soars, reflecting light from the stars being drawn into the dark, gaping hole. A gigantic construction in the shape of a perfect sphere. Cannot pick up any signals from it, nor does anything we send make it respond. It simply sits at the edge of the abyss, waiting. Well, interesting, but nothing that we're gonna occupy our time with right now. We have more pressing issues.
Our champions have secured a heathen planet.
Alright, you've got that. Jump back. And then also move here. Because our allies here are desperately going to need help very soon. So let's take a position somewhere. Now we need to continue taking over this bloody system.
Our champions are making planetfall. May the spirits protect them. Our champions have secured a heathen planet.
Not even many ground forces on there, but you know, do have to take all of them individually.
Our champions are making planetfall. May the spirits protect them. Our champions have secured a heathen planet.
Yes, let's also increase the size on this fleet. Reinforce it. Also send it into position here. Seems like we're going to meet them in this position somewhere. Alright, gateway's in place. Alright.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom. Our champions are making planetfall. May the spirits protect them.
Come on.
Our champions have secured a heathen planet. Our champions are making planetfall. May the spirits
These
protect
guys need
them.
our help because they have no chance against the Awakened Empire
Our
fleets.
champions have secured a heathen planet.
Not without our help, at least. Alright, you can jump over here and start taking over everything from over there. That. More habitats, god damn it. Well, for now they're just sitting there bombarding that planet. Unless they get reinforcements, we should be able to deal with just one fleet of them with both of our fleets combined. Because we are at a similar strength level as they are. So 2 fleets of the same strength should beat
champions have
one fleet,
secured a
you know?
heathen planet.
Alright. Almost done subjugating those guys.
Our champions are making
But we do need to probably basically take over everything, so might take a while.
Our champions have secured a heathen planet.
Okay, you have recovered from
Construction
the
complete.
jump affair, so let's go here. Position. Alright.
The spirits have granted us
moved
new
away.
wisdom.
Thing. Why is the fleet moved away? I'm not scared of us,
Our
are you?
champions have secured a heathen planet.
Oh, we're gonna take that system back. Apparently they've just conquered the planet, though. So, what more planets do we have to take over here? There's one, but we haven't started taking control of it. And then there's these 2. Let's jump here, like that. Also, Awakened Empire space stations are pretty powerful. But some good old long-range bombardment helps.
Our champions are making planetfall. May the spirits protect them.
So, anyone of your research is not doing anything? Let's try and get that over. Still awaiting a reaction from them though. Because I have
Our
just
champions have
started taking
secured
over
a heathen planet.
one of their systems, even though there's a planet here that we don't have control over, but let's go back to repairs.
The spirits have granted us new
Did that.
wisdom.
Very good. Move over here. Like that. Potty's Pantry. Could have sworn I saw some other station from them somewhere. It was also called Potty's Pantry. Here, Potty's Pantry. Well. So no reaction, not sending a fleet back to take back that system.
Our
here?
champions are making planetfall.
Really?
May the spirits protect them.
That's a bit disappointing. Well, they have 2 fleets there now. I don't want to tangle with 2 of their fleets at the same time. I'm not that crazy, you know? Guess we're gonna move over to this system then. After checking what our invasion force is doing. It's still working, okay.
Our champions have secured a heathen planet.
Alright, good job. Moving on over here. So the frame for the Dyson sphere is in place. Picked up a signal, originates from the metallic shape we encountered earlier. Previously impervious to contact attempts, now sends out a rhythmic pulse of radio waves pointed towards the black hole it orbits. What it's doing is beyond any of our staff, but its signal might have created an opening into the sphere for our scientists to exploit. Oh, fascinating. We're not gonna deal with it right away though. Why did they not take these systems? There's nothing in here, apparently. Let's just casually fly through.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Also have... Whoa, what the hell? A 200k fleet? Are you bloody crazy?
Our champions are making planetfall.
Alright.
May the spirits protect them.
What are we doing? There's one fleet, there's another. We could try and circle back now.
Our champions
they
have
react to
secured
that.
a heathen planet.
Probably don't want to remain here, we just got overwhelmed. And that fleet is not heading our direction. Alright, and now you can jump here. So there are other systems here that I didn't fully take yet. So far it seems like I've been thorough with the whole invasion issue. So you're also gonna go here, and then you're also gonna jump over there. So let's try and cut off that fleet and take it out. Is it moving? It's moving back to the station. But it's not one of their stations, it's one of our buddy stations, and it's not quite as impressive as their own. So I have fewer issues engaging them there together with the station. We should go there together though. And have our first big battle. Well, our cruisers aren't taking it very well. But the rest managed to hold it together. Yeah, I think we're gonna also start to remove the cruisers out of the battleship group. But man, we had those cruisers for a long time. Alright, but you gonna need repairs. Now the bloody reinforcements are all blowing over there. Let's go orbiting this. Why did you not react? I trust you guys can take back that system on your own,
The
right?
spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Those should contribute something to this fight. Alright. What? So I'm taking out the space station even. Anyway, you lost cruisers, so let's replace the cruisers with battleships. So where are the fleets? There's one here, and there's no, that's the Turambo fleet. Where's our other? Well, where's the 200k fleet? You know, the big massive one. Or is it also here? Doesn't look like it. Where did they go? There's a jump hole here that leads them there, but I don't see them anywhere on this side of the universe. Thankfully we do see everything, so I can be pretty sure that they not just went there, but where the hell is their fleet? Well, there's the big fleet, okay. It's gonna be a massively overly long episode, but I'll stop once we've managed to subjugate them. I think the war against the Awakened Empire is gonna take a little bit longer than that. But we are making progress here. But there's still
Our
a bunch of
champions
systems
are
that we need to
making
take.
planetfall. May the
Especially here.
spirits protect them.
Alright, you got your repairs. Now we're gonna go over there. So let them taking back that one single system there. You know, that's your
The
job.
spirits have granted us new
Have a
wisdom.
fleet there, just move it one system up and just reach out your hands, fire a few demolition charges or whatever, and it's all gonna be yours. Not gonna hold your hand for the whole war effort, guy. I'm your ally, not your babysitter. Still no fleet here. The big fleet is over there. Wait, where'd your Titan go? Didn't you have a Titan at one point? Did you lose a Titan in a fight? Seriously? How'd you manage that?
Our champions are making planetfall. May the spirits protect
Apparently
them.
they did.
Our champions have secured a heathen planet.
Apparently the Titan really likes to get in up and close for some reason. Why did you go up and close, Titan? Did I mess something up there? Artillery. You're supposed to stay in artillery range. That definitely was not staying in artillery range, you know? The battleships did that correctly, but the Titan just said, artillery range? Pfft, I'm just gonna go right there. You know? Where the fighting is thickest. Well, shot what you got today. Increase lifespans. Yeah, why not? All research speed. That's a bummer. How have you still not taken back that system? It only has a 6.3k defense sitting there. I'm pretty sure you can handle that. Okay, we've dealt with all the planets here. So I guess we can try and find out if we can actually land here. Whoa. Alright. Well, 700 is doable, but still. It ain't gonna be pretty. Also, we need to jump twice because it's not within range. Could wait until they liberated another system here. Alright. I'll move here. Ether Drag recovered from the Aether Sword past its expiry date. God, why was that a timed mission? God bloody freaking dang it, man. Oh. That is not a timetable. That needs a scientist with skill level 3 present. All right, we can do that, but God damn.
Heretic fleet engaged. The apostates are after our spaceport.
What? Really? Where? Well, there's some ships coming, but I wouldn't call it a fleet.
Heretic station engaged.
You guys... I didn't... God damn, I told you to bloody upgrade. Just get on with it. Alright, that system is not quite within range. Damn it. And there's a 200k group. Need to be very mindful of not trying to engage those, because that's probably not the very best idea. Should bring in our third fleet, which is our first fleet actually, in
The spirits
deal
have
with the
granted us new
big
wisdom.
one. Alright, just clearing that so you can jump over. After that we're going to go somewhere else though. Alright, cover them where they go there.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Alright, still need to deal with these guys. They're currently not being overrun here, which is kind of a bummer because they're right around them, but are they at war with them or not? They're only at war with us, currently. I could have sworn that some of the systems were taken over by the Zealots, so I'm not entirely sure what's up with that. Anyway, but we do need to jump in here and take them out if we ever want to have a chance at dealing with them. Because to get them to get them to submit, we do need to take out pretty much everything they have and take over everything they own. Alright, let's wait if they react. They have a comparable strength fleet there. So, but where's that fleet going over there? Well, let's try and take out some of their forces. Yep, jump gate is ready. Alright, fleet has moved on over here. Group just be hanging around. Still looking pretty fine in terms of repairs. So take over that. Didn't you guys have a fleet? You fight. Also, we lost some destroyers. I'm going here now.
Special project complete.
Alright, we have a new admiral. And the egg hatches. The dragon roars. Oh, that's just a psionic avatar. Where's the dragon? Oh, we brought it to a home world. That's not what I would have done, really. But okay. You can join your friend, the psionic avatar. I hope you're gonna become best friends.
System survey complete.
Oh, the fleet decided to fight someone. Maybe us, and now they came back here for repairs. Well, now they're gonna get destroyed. Alrighty. Actually, there's not much reason for me to take over that world here. So it still needs 30 days to recharge the jump drive. So I'd rather just take over that, because we need that for a war against these guys, and then we'll just move over somewhere over here. So where are your fleets, man? There. Why? Why are you going over there now? And the big fleet is here for God knows what reason. I guess they want to take that system. But with a big fleet away, I guess we can risk making a jump over here. Or correction over here in order to cut off that fleet. Even if we're gonna be at reduced efficiency when the fight starts to happen, we will be able to fight them because there's just one fleet there. So let's jump over here. Rather try and hunt down their fleets, because it will take them a while to
One of our stations is beset by
replenish
enemies.
those. On our way. Hello! Well, those are quite a lot of torpedoes. And another Titan got destroyed. Apparently those torpedoes are really effective at taking out the Titans, especially since they seem to suicidally charge into the battle. Okay. Alright, your jump drive is ready. Let's head over there. Take that. Meanwhile, we need to reach that quadrant somehow. Well, we need to fly through here. We can't reach any of that. It's a bit of a mess. Is there anything here? No. This is pretty much how I would define there's nothing there at all. I guess the ether hatchling also doesn't have jump drives, which is good to know, because, you know, I was wondering if he could join his friend for a little jump drive excursus. But he cannot. Yes, safest for us would be to jump here, wait out the jump drive, then jump over there. Meanwhile, take a cup of hot chocolate or something. Oh well. Let's do that. They need to wait for the jump drive to recharge as well, because currently they're just sitting here. They can't go here because we're not at war with the Khanate. And someone took that system back. I'm pretty sure I did take it at some point. Ether hatchling, can you reach that? No, there's no... Seems like a job for Psionic Avatar, man. You're gonna go here. And you're gonna fly up there, and then we can jump from there.
Our champions have secured a heathen planet.
Yep, you're also gonna jump. Guess you can already go
Construction
there.
complete.
Okay. Not getting repaired quite as effectively now. No. They're getting repaired a little bit due to their regenerating hulls, but it's really minor, all things considered. Can jump again in 20 days though. You could use to jump back into action somewhere and then repair at a station that we currently own. So let's actually do that, because we need to jump anyway in order to get back into this mess. Also, where did the main fleet go? Oh, it's back here. Did lose some strength though, which I don't particularly mind.
Debris analyzed.
Really? Okay, you can jump now. I think we're just gonna posture here. Here there are Celestial Throne, Sky Temple, and a Gateway construction site. Alright then. That. How long for you to recharge? 50 days, alright. We're getting there. I don't have much left. Like, we have them at 86% occupation already. So, we wanted to go over here. Well, you can deal with that. Even the psionic avatar is able to deal with that. Oh, we're gonna have a big fight. Ooh. And they are at 220k again. Somehow. Which I really don't like. This is gonna be messy. Anyone close by can jump into support. You guys, I guess, but it won't be of much use either. Ugh. Of course I run in here.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
This is really messy. I just want to know if we would have win that, if we would win that engagement. Apparently we do.
The spirits have granted us new
barely
wisdom.
Though. Yeah, I'm gonna reload that. But seriously, I give them one opening and they immediately take it. Wait, where's Mark? Oh, they're still here. Alright, I guess this time we're not gonna jump right into the thick of it there. And instead we're just gonna hang back here at Mira. Because that was a little bit ridiculous.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
So you can take that. Sonic Avatar is gonna take that.
Heretic station engaged.
So you should be able to jump any day now. You may want to get out of there, depending on where that fleet wants to go next.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
That's what I get for not looking at my main fleet for 1 second. I guess, you know, you shouldn't get too distracted by all the other happenings all around. Alright, you can jump now. Well, let's do that. Not quite, but you're getting there.
Debris analyzed. The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
What? Where? Oh, right. You just jumped here. Of course, there are enemy contacts here when you jump to a hostile system. That's not that surprising. Taking on the Fallen Empire gives us some new interesting things to develop, though. Which is a better power reactor and better shields. There's actually a chance for us to having researched even better shields based on psionics already, but the Shroud wasn't very favorable to us this time, I guess.
Heretic fleet engaged.
Oh, so many habitats again. Guys, what's with all the bloody habitats everywhere? Again, Potty's pantry. Apparently Potty needs multiple pantries. I don't even know how to make a joke about that, you know? Oh, gosh. Where are you going? Left. Okay. That's fine. Gotta continue here. I'm gonna wait for our Titans to rejoin that fleet before we move on, though. Because we're kind of lacking the Titan buff at the moment, and the Titans are... Oh, no, that's battleships.
Our champions are making planetfall.
Battleships are
May
probably
the
not even...
spirits protect them.
Probably not even built at this point, because Titan takes a long while to build one. We need to jump again because the bloody fuck no.
The apostates are after our spaceport. The apostates are after our spaceport. The apostates are after our spaceport. Our champions are making planetfall. May the spirits protect them. The apostates are after our spaceport.
What the? I guess they retreated from their fight here. Now they appeared here? Why? I guess the spaceport might win it because they're heavily damaged and all that, but
have secured a heathen planet.
That was a bit weird. Guess they didn't have any spaceport to fall back to after defeating them here, so they jumped back to their home system, I guess? So how much war do you want to get kicked around? Because, you know, getting tired of this bloody subjugation war. Where are you going? Right, okay.
Our champions are making
That's
planetfall. May the spirits protect them. Debris analyzed.
There's something else coming though. Frick. Move. Move. Move it.
Evading heretics.
Move! I told
Our
you to
science
fucking
ship is beset by enemies.
move out! What the hell are you bloody doing? You had an escape course, yeah? Then apparently it tried to take a different escape course and now it's just frozen in there. God, fuck you. Why? There's no reason to just wait there, just move.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Well, I guess they successfully waited for emergency FTL. But seriously, that was not necessary. So again, where's the main fleet? Here. Yes, just move on. No, I still don't want migration treaties. Go away. Okay, so let's jump over there, then take all of those bloody systems.
Our champions are making planetfall. May the spirits protect them. Our champions have secured a heathen planet.
So unless I've missed something... Oh, they're ready to achieve war goals now, because we are basically controlling all of their planets. Fine, then let's end this bloody bullshit here. I guess I could have tried taking back those systems, because apparently my buddies here had claims to that, but... Too late now. You should have been more active in trying to defeat them if you really wanted those systems. Sorry. Alright. I said I wanted to end the episode when that subjugation war is over, so that subjugation war is finally over and we can now fully concentrate, we can now fully concentrate on dealing with the awakened empire that we've kind of managed to keep at bay, and there's another fight happening here right now. Well, this time we got a few more ships here and we haven't just jumped, so it's probably going to be a little bit more favorable, even though we don't have a star base here or allies, unless those guys also decide to jump in. Well, maybe I have to save scum it again. But we do need to fight them at some point anyway, and we do have full alloys at the moment. Full alloys at the moment, so guess now is the best time to lose ships that we can probably look for. So it's gonna hurt, but we're gonna win it, and we'll see the rest of the war against the Awakened Empire next time. Have a good one.